Hi, I'm here right now at Graha Pemuda, and I'm very excited because I am the first person to be shown the progress of the installations of we call it the Hati Indonesia, right? So with me today, this is Pablo. He's the project manager of these creations that's going to be shown to Pope Francis later on the 4th of September.
Yes.
And also the architect.
Okay. Rafi.
Rafi, okay. All right. So maybe tell us more first about what is this Hati Indonesia?
Okay, this is a collaborative creation that we thought like a project that is going to involucrate not only youngsters, also people from different communities that they want to express this motto that we have here in Indonesia, this unity in diversity. So this is how we feel that we could express and we can tell to Pope Francis and also all the world how the unity and diversity works. Different religions, different social states, different people from many different cultures, but they shone together in a unique piece of art.
Okay. So when is this idea first started?
Well, it was a few months ago when we were planning to do this first experience in Indonesia, because we feel that we need to launch our headquarters here in Indonesia is our first step to and also be the Scholars headquarters for all Asia. So a few months ago we were planning just to have a collaborative creation like we did last year in Portugal with the Young World Day in 2023. In that opportunity, we made a collaborative mural for more than 4 kilometers, and say, wait, for this opportunity, we want to do something similar.
Okay.
So we realized of the idea of the polyhedra,
Yeah.
this geometric figure,
Yeah.
but we say we don't like regular.
Yeah.
Because it feels that we are all of us are equal. We want something irregular.
Yeah.
Okay, so we started to figure out how to do it, and then fortunately for us, we meet Rafi and Tom.
Yeah.
That they help us how to make this happen. So this is more or less what we were thinking a few months ago, and then when we started working here a month ago, so it was really challenging because only 30 days for the concept, for the materials, for drawings, for the work, for people working here.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, these experiences with the youngster were happening. So it was really challenging, but I think that we are almost there. So
Wow.
I am very happy.
Okay, so it's a collaborative project. It's a collaborative work of art that is made collaboratively by all different kind of people, different ages from different backgrounds as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and tell us, how do you guys meet? How do you come into this project?
Oke ya, so detailnya dari artwork ini sungguh menarik ya karena sifatnya kolaboratif. Waktu Pablo awal ke sini bersama rekannya Eze, dia hanya bercerita bahwa ini hati ini menjadi very important dan kalau mereka riset kata hati itu ada menariknya juga. Kalau hati itu diulang kan jadi hati-hati gitu ya. Nah ini yang selalu kita kadang-kadang tidak hati-hati gitu tentang diversity gitu kan, tentang diversity, tentang berbagai macam latar belakang yang padahal kita satu negara nih, satu jiwa, satu raga gitu ya. Jadi kenapa hati itu tidak dimention? Nah makanya bentuk yang metaforik ini kemudian muncul. Nah kemudian ketika ke kami, ke arsitek, karena agenda dan kisi-kisinya itu dari awal juga wah ini challenging dan menarik banget nih. Itu kita juga teramplify gitu ya terhadap sesuatu hal yang kalau kami lebih bahasakannya dalam ruang, dalam fragmentasi bentuk gitu, supaya bentuk yang tadinya mau digapai, yang tadinya irregular dan penuh dengan mimpi dan Indonesia bangetnya ini bisa tercapai dari yang beragam bentuk kita bentuk dari segmentasi juga. Jadi kalau di sini kita bahasanya lebih kepada puitisasinya lah ya, dari bentuk yang seperti terpecah-pecah.
Yeah.
Kita kadang-kadang terpisahkan oleh mungkin tidak hanya geographical, tidak hanya laut doang, tapi juga
Iya.
terpecah dari berbagai macam latar belakang itu, tapi
Betul,
tetap
bahasa juga,
Benar.
culture juga, tradisinya juga beda.
iya. Nah itu sangat menarik. Jadi hingga nanti akhirnya ketika masuk ke dalam instalasi itu ternyata kita memiliki satu hal yang sama, satu keprihatinan, satu keraguan, atau bahkan sampai dengan akhir-akhirnya apa yang dijunjung tinggikan ternyata wonderful banget gitu loh, menjadi satu diversity yang menjadi unity juga gitu. Nah itu yang menurut saya pesannya itu mulai dari luar yang nanti bisa dilihat ya, agak penuh dengan warna, sampai yang dalamnya ternyata penuh dengan narasi tulisan dan lebih monokrom gitu ya, lebih hitam putih. Itu ternyata melambangkan sisi yang kita selama ini lupa. Makanya balik lagi ke namanya hati-hati ya gitu. Hati-hati dengan hati, tapi jangan lupa juga kita tetap satu Indonesia.
Okay, yeah. It's interesting that every part of it actually has a meaning,
Yes.
right? Yeah, even the installations itself, the outer part of the heart and the inner part of the heart, it symbolizes different meaning.
Yes, it's
Right.
completely different, and as you say, each triangle is exterior part of the polyhedra is different from the other one because it's different shape, different size, but also because it was made by different hands. Different people was thinking what they want to express there. So that's what we like to express in this work. And as you say, the exterior is composed by natural elements, recycled elements, and fabrics, making different designs. And then the interior is a sacred place where we are going to have all the writings, pictures, and other elements that the youth and the people from the different experiences that we were developing this month gave to us, because they have an expressive meaning for them.
Okay.
And like I show you
Yeah.
before.
Yes,
this,
yes. The handwriting, their dreams,
Yes.
aspirations, their hopes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's all handwritten.
Yes,
And they submit it to you
Yes.
to be placed inside the heart.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. How about the pieces? Like you mentioned, it's a different triangle shape. How is
Yes.
the process of the making of that art? Is it like you give to some people, they create and they pass it back to you?
We prepare that experiences in these workshops. So we managed with Rafi, and it was also really challenging. So I said before, in the meantime that the structure was being built, we need this triangle shapes to bring to the different schools and communities to participate there. So the piece of triangle that they were creating is going to be in the final installation. So it was really challenging to combine these two processes going parallel.
Yeah.
So the scholars team take the panels and go to the school, and we work with them using the different languages, using the languages of the head, the hands, and the heart, and involucrating how they want to design these pieces of triangles. And then we come back here and we bring to Rafi to put it in the structure.
So you're the glue. You're the person who glue. You're the connector.
Yeah, we could say that. So it's almost 200 pieces that we did here in Jakarta, in Labuan Bajo, in Bali, in Lombok, participating with youngsters and also inmates.
Okay.
So we know that's only a small part of Indonesia, but we try to reach as much as we can to create this unity and diversity.
Okay, and it is made by a non-artist, non-designer. It is made by students, by people, by villagers, by people from different age group as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, in that case, the artists, they are not, for me, they are artists, because you're going to see after, they are really, really beautiful pieces of art. but they are not professional artists.
Yeah. So what is the biggest challenge? Jadi apa tantangan terbesar? Karena kan sebagai desainer itu biasanya ada konsepnya. Konsepnya wow harus seperti ini. Tapi kan ketika mengeksekusi pasti ada tantangan di tengah-tengahnya. Does it change atau itu berubah atau gimana nih sampai akhirnya terjadi seperti yang kita lihat di lantai 4?
Oh ya, jadi kalau secara teknikal memang challenge-nya banyak banget ya. Mungkin especially tadi dibilang waktu ya. Karena kita nih very surprised, tapi di saat yang bersamaan juga sangat menggebu-gebu gitu ya untuk wah ini very interesting gitu ya. Jadi tantangannya itu memang adjustment-nya akan sangat banyak. Ini memang kayak barang karya seni. Di satu sisi kita men-sculpting, tapi di satu sisi namanya juga fabrikasi gitu. Jadi pertama kita modelingkan, kita proyeksikan apa yang diidealkan gitu sebelumnya oleh sekolah, dan ketika mereka ini nih bentukan hati yang digeometrikan gitu sedemikian rupa. Lalu kita go dengan fabrikasinya itu. Jadi dari metodenya yang sangat statis gitu ya, dari fabrikasi, kemudian ketika udah perpindahan tangannya tadi dibawa ke beberapa macam anak-anak, dari desa ke desa yang lain, ada juga kemarin ke komunitas second chance untuk narapidana yang diberikan kesempatan kedua itu. Adjustmentnya ketika di sini langsung kita juga sergap untuk adjustment yang menyesuaikan strukturnya gitu. Jadi memang dari perjalanan prosesnya juga menarik, dari yang statis banget gitu yang rapi sampai yang jadi dinamis hingga membentuk suatu karya seni yang bisa dilihat tadi di atas.
Betul.
Gitu. Jadi memang prosesnya luar biasa sih, luar biasa menarik, tapi karena jiwa seni mungkin tantangan itu yang justru menjadi menarik ya.
Betul. Dan sesungguhnya di dalam hidup pun juga seperti itu. Maksudnya kan kalau kita melihat uniqueness ya, every one of us have different shape, different background. Tapi kan in order to combine it together and embrace and uniting in diversity, definitely there is an effort. Ya kayak tadi kan butuh setiap pihak untuk bisa berkolaborasi, berkompromi untuk bisa make sure bahwa we are living in synergy. And I think the way the process how it meets is basically the process how we as a people living in this country also we have to adjust along the way in order to maintain this unity despite of our diversity.
Ya, itu kompromi luar biasa, kata-kata yang luar biasa itu ya. Kompromi dan empati ya.
Kompromi dan empati, betul. Tapi tidak menghilangkan makna arti yang sesungguhnya, gitu. Okay, so this Hati Indonesia is also very special because it involves different people. For example, people in prisoner, people in hospital, people maybe orphanage.
Yeah, people with different cultures, mostly youngster. We wanted to give them the opportunity to express themselves in this collaborative creation. And also we have the opportunity to work with Second Chance Foundation, who opened the doors for entering into the prisons. That is something that we did in other countries, but it's not so easy to do. It's not most of time take a lot of time to get there, permissions and so on. And we could do it really smoothly. And we love the experience of working with these youngsters of different communities and also the inmates. And we also going to have we are going to have different creations from the inmates, like paintings, drawings, and some miniatures that we're going to show later. So the idea was always trying to give them the opportunity to express themselves.
Okay, and on the 4th of September,
Yes.
Pope Francis is going to, for the first time, see the installations and walk through the heart.
Yes, yes, that's something that we are really excited about that. So we expect that the Pope Francis could see and observe the Hati polyhedra, and that's also another important thing that this Hati polyhedra is going to beat like a heart.
Oh, later is it going
with
to
the
be
lights
with the
and
light?
sounds.
Oh, okay, and the sound.
Yes,
Okay.
and also the shape is like a real human heart. You need to see in a top view, but that's what we inspire with Rafi in order to get the shape of the polyhedra. So we want to give the Pope Francis and all the people to see the polyhedra, to feel like they are entering in the heart of Indonesia.
Oh.
So, and once Pope Francis could enter there, we are going to invite him to make this last piece to complete the polyhedra. Probably a writing where he could express their feelings, and we're going to put it inside the polyhedra, and it's going to be the last part of the physical polyhedra and the first part of the digital polyhedra, to give the opportunity for people from all over the world to participate in this project in the digital polyhedra, in the Hati polyhedra, Hati Indonesia.
Okay, so it's very meaningful and yet beautiful at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah, wow, okay. And this is just the beginning, because after that, then many Indonesian people all over the world, they can also participate in the digital versions of the heart.
Yes,
Okay.
of course. We invite them to participate in the Hati Indonesia. We are going to do different engagement to involve them. Firstly, we invite them to follow in our net socials, Hati Indonesia and Escolas Indonesia, to know more what are going to be the steps for being part of this.
So, Hati Indonesia, unity in diversity, there's also something that we want to portray, right? And this is also a collaborative project that involves many different people, inter-religion, inter-cultural, inter-denominations. So, am I right?
Yes, of course, you are completely right. We work with people from many religions, many different cultures. This is how Scholars mission is reached, trying to find this culture of encounter. And we don't mind your religion or your culture. What we want here is that we believe in that the other is different to me. And that's not a barrier. This is something that is going to embrace us, acknowledge that we are this unity in this diversity.
Yeah, and I saw the letters that you showed, the letters that's
Yes.
actually written from all these youth. And they are from many different places. There's from Lombok, there's from Bali, and you mentioned the program that you guys have in Scholars,
Yes.
because you get people from different schools, and it's also from different religions. You know, they come together, they gather together, and they voice out their
Yes.
message, their hopes, and they're contributing their work of art.
Yes, the first triangles that we made, it was part of our program Scholar Citizenship, and in that program it was 200 students from 20 different schools, as I said, from different religions, different cultures, different social class, and they stay together for 1 week, working in their problems and how to solve this problem. And they also work in this program with designing these triangles that are part of the polyhedra, and also expressing their feelings, their dreams, their fears, and that's part of the interior of the polyhedra. And then we continue working after this program with Labuan Bajo, with Lombok, Bali, and also inmates here from Jakarta, and many other organizations that contribute with us in the process, like recycle plastic organizations, and a lot of organizations that help us to make this possible, involving in different parts, logistics, materials, and so on. So that's the path that we were following the last month.
Okay, all right. If you can see more details, it's a combination of everything. Unity and diversity.
Yes.
Yeah. One last question for each. For you, Raffi, gimana rasanya bisa menjadi bagian dalam project ini dan menjadi orang yang membuat sebuah project yang nanti akan dihadiri dan dilihat dan didatengin oleh Pope Francis?
Wah, ya tentu sangat senang ya dan amazing. Tentu sangat senang dan amazing banget perasaannya gitu. Tapi kalau bisa sedikit diceritakan, memang nggak nyangka ke situnya gitu. Lebih kepada pada saat itu excitement kepada konsep ya. Mungkin kalau saya konsep itu menurut saya penting ya. Kadang-kadang yang menjadikan sesuatu hal punya value dan makna itu kan konsepnya itu sendiri. Nah, terlepas dari itu ya Bapak Paus gitu, seorang Bapak Paus datang ke Indonesia, wah itu bukan bonus lagi rasanya nih. Kayaknya itu suatu kegembiraan yang along the process jadi selebrasi tersendiri gitu. Jadi ya sungguh deg-degan ya dan memang senang sekali. Kayak senang itu udah satu kata yang paling mewakili ya, senang gitu. Ya, selebihnya yang membuat senang itu lebih juga kepada kolaborasinya. Mungkin kita di zaman yang sekarang apa-apa ngomong kolaborasi gitu ya. I mean like it's real. Sesuatu hal yang besar itu bisa dicapai ketika node to node connect each other and collectively making something that influential, have the value gitu ya, yang nanti influence-nya ya tentunya kita syukuri ketika itu bisa dirasakan untuk masyarakat luas gitu. Jadi ketika dilengkapi dengan berkat Paus itu bonus. Itu bonus, tapi lebih kepada kesempatan event yang nggak terduga ini jika memang bisa bermanfaat bagi kebanyakan orang itu tidak bernilaian yang menurut saya lebih jauh lagi membuat kesenangan ketimbang dari sekadar membuat sesuatu hal yang objektif, yang menjadi sesuatu hal yang objek aja gitu atau tangible aja gitu. Gitu sih. Kalau bisa.
Dan bisa menjadi bagian dari sesuatu hal yang memang baik, diniatin baik, dilakukan dengan sebaik-baiknya, ya kita melakukan partnya kita, just doing our best and giving our best effort in making this a reality and be a goodness to everyone, creating a positive impact. Okay. Lastly, what is your hope after for this project?
Well, I was thinking that for me one of the best things in this project is not the final product, that is this Hati Poliedra, is this process that we are experimenting now, how we collaborate with different organizations, youngsters, professionals in one goal, and this is what I keep in my heart about this project. And my hope is that we could continue non-stop here with the digital Poliedra, and also why not maybe another Poliedra in another part of the world. Keeping the concept of this unity and diversity that Indonesia is showing to us, is teaching to us, that we could show to the world how it works and in unity and diversity over the world.
Thank you for choosing Indonesia as an example for the world, and hopefully we can create positive impact not just in Indonesia but from Indonesia to the world. Yes. So thank you so much, and thank you for allowing me to be part of this amazing project.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Laksana bumi tanpa hujan, hidup tanpa tujuan, kering dan mati tanpa hijaunya tumbuhan. Demikian kalau mimpi tak kunjung terjadi.